Hello and welcome back. It's always my favorite, fading into thick grass. Yes, we're back in Western Region. Here, a little further north than the camp where we last left at Ithobel. So this is further northeast, further east and northern Tamkelik here even. And we're supposed to finish with the works here. The wargs and their master, I assume. So let's find some wargs that we can defeat. Okay. Should be easy, except maybe finding the master, we don't know. We shall see. There are not too many of them. Guess that's why they're called invasive, because they're not prevalent yet. Once they're too many in a region, they're no longer called invasive, they're just called wargs, right? Oh, sad acceptance of things in life sometimes. Okay, so I need to find 3 more though around here. Oh yeah, there's one here. Okay. And then there's a cage for wargs. I assume that's what this is. A rockworm here. But I see no other wargs, and we need to defeat 2 more, I guess, before we can deal with their leader. I think those are the implications here. I'm sure we'll find something. There is one over there, I can see that. Oh yeah, and one more after. Good. Should be done. Okay. Good. Now we have to use the White Hand banner to challenge the warmaster. Okay. Nice little camp here. I like that tent. A banner of the White Hand. Yeah, nice and simple. Don't worry, I'm not swayed on their side just because I like some. The Warmaster answers your challenge. Warmaster Kalugat. Or Kalugat. Good. Alright, so now I should see you back at camp, where we'll talk to Rovandis. Alright, Rovandis, what do you have for us?
Megavonen.
You have defeated the Warmaster, possible? This is much welcome news. For now, the lands are made safer. But our work is not yet complete. Well, is it ever? Our efforts in taking Tam Kelikir from the Urkhai must double. I will not let the sacrifice of the innocent be in vain. When the time comes, I hope to be able to call upon you, Basubur. Sure. For now, I'm grateful for your aid, and am indebted to you. Well, not if you give me one of those cloaks. Old guard's cloak, old hunter's cloak, or old elven cloak. Those are actually decent cloaks, especially for their level. Well, great. So now, guys, what's left here apparently is mostly the epic story at this point. Well, of course, we have to finish plenty of deeds too, but I'll meet you back at Mossworth. Okay, back at Mossworth. Back to the dwarf. Scardy gives you a gruff greeting as you enter the shop. Well, I won't expect any less of you, Scardy.
I did not think you would return to Mossworth so quickly.
I know, it's annoying, right? Just so happens that Gerald and Wennon came by a short time ago, and they asked me to prepare some equipment to give to you in the event you returned. Seems they wanted to give you a reward for looking after their boy, Tedwin. They arranged to pay for it, so who am I to argue? They have so far kept the lad from bothering me as often as he used to, which is nearly payment enough if you ask me. Nearly, I said. Peace of mind doesn't put food on the table, but lucky for you, coin does. So you pick whatever you like and no cost to you. Okay then. Bamblade's longsword, Bamblade's club, Bamblade's staff, ancient dwarf-made runestone, but not Bamblade. Bamblade's battle gauntlets, Bamblade's dagger, Bamblade's spear, Bamblade's axe, Bamblade's hammer, and Bamblade's bow, all of which very nice items for the level.
So where does your road now lead? Old Cardolan, you say?
Scardy strokes his beard. There is not a lot there, as I understand it. To hear many of you talk, you'd think it was a great kingdom, but it was long ago. Claimed by war and plague it was, apparently, and now it's remembered mainly by rangers and by scholars, and by those with the misfortune to hear them go on about it. I'll not stop you, but if you're going that way, you'll need to cross the river at Tarbat. The bridge there is out, and the crossing will not be pleasant. Enjoy yourself, Basabur. I'll stay here in my shop, where it is warm and dry. Okay. The crossing at Tarbat.
If you are making for Cardolan, you need to cross the river at Tharbad.
Yes. Okay. Well, on my journey here to Mossworth, I noticed that there are actually mission givers that I'd forgotten about in Cleggur. I'm not sure if there are more in Langaran, I'm not sure, but in Cleggur there are mission givers, and we might as well check in Langaran. In any case, so, oh, by the way, do we have more quests here? I see a ring over here. So we might not quite be done with all the quests around. Oh yeah, this is for changing the landscape difficulty quest. That's fine. Alright my friends, I'll see you in Cleggur in just a minute. Okay, so here we are in Cleggur. And here's Urvul Kirch, who is a delving mission giver. So, why not try doing some missions?
Might I have a word with you?
As you approach, you hear the hobbit mutter. This simply does not make any sense. They look up at you. Sorry, I was just reading a report from the woods not far from here where one of the villagers said they saw a twisted tree stand straight up and tear the bark off another tree nearby. It must be someone who had a little too much at the tavern and went wandering, right? A brief few seconds of thought and they continue. Then again, maybe there is something going on. Would you be willing to look into this? Sure. Aberrations of nature. It is. I'm not certain what you will encounter there, friend. I only know what my neighbors have been saying. They tell me that the trees are walking and moving of their own accord. That cannot be a good thing, can it? Perhaps not. No twists. There is no twist in this mission. By the way, this is our first mission, I think, that we're doing, guys. And I know they're always on level, so I'll actually gain some experience this time. Aberrations of nature. Any description here? No, just the mission. So we have to discover the walking trees and eliminate them. 15 of them? I thought it was just like a couple of trees rubbing each other's barks, which is a little like, not like exactly PG-13 stuff, but hey, troll robbers. Okay, so these guys are on level. Okay, so these are wood trolls. Those are not like technically water trees. It's fine. Okay. What else here? More of them. actually, where are we? Yeah, we're here in Western Region, near well, we're in Tam Glasgow. Okay, that's good to know. It is good stuff. Alright. Even on level, I have no difficulty defeating those trolls. Yes, we're well prepared for regular enemies on level. Okay. It's not a small area, so hopefully I'll find all of them easily. We shall see about that though. So those missions are repeatable. Infinitely repeatable. I have no intention of doing that though, in general. Maybe for the sake of getting some virtue points at some point if I'm stuck with developing my virtues. Which one can always have a challenge with, of course. One thing I don't understand about virtues is that okay, so we can develop them fine, but they never go down. They always go up in rank or stay the same. Just like the second law of thermodynamics. But in any case, we're done here. We're done here with physics and anything else. Alright, so we had to find the quest giver or the scout, I guess. Wood trolls? What are they? Creeping creatures? We need to return to the village and warn them. Oh, it's fine. They're not too... They are somewhat concerning, yes, but they're not too concerning. Okay, so... You? I guess we arrived by horse, is the implication here. Somebody provided riding services for us to over there. For free too, I guess.
What do you need?
Trolls? Did you say trolls? Yeah, but like wood trolls, you know, they're not so huge, you know. Indeed, this is terrifying news. We're not equipped to deal with trolls. Best it was you out there. I would not have been so successful. Okay, let's see. Remote quest or... Oh yeah, just completing missions, which grants you virtue experience eventually, if you do enough weekly or in general. That is fine. Okay. This is fun doing it one time, but repeating them will be not very interesting. Anyways, let's try another mission.
Please, stay a moment.
Mossworth, my friend, is in dire needs of assistance. The ruins, not far from here, have always been a place of danger from wolves. Now, however, there is a greater concern as men are seen trafficking in the ruins, tempting wolves from within with gifts of meat. Once captured, we fear that the wolves are being trained to assault the village. Are you willing to help us investigate and stop the brigands before something truly terrible occurs? Before they bond. Before they rub their barks, excuse me. Wolves this close to Mossworth are already problem enough. Add men into the mix, and those wolves will be trained to attack alongside them. We must put an end to this before it begins. No twists? I like twists. Why are there no twists? But okay. Let's see what happens this time around. So now in the Howling Stones. Okay, so this is here. Okay. And we have to just defeat wolf keepers. Okay. Oh. These guys okay. Defeat you apparently. There are quite a few of you. But that shouldn't be a problem. We're well prepared to tackle a few brigands. That's right. But the wolfhounds, are unfortunately also casualties of these encounters. Okay, guys, come here. We're up to 7 out of 16. And again, we're gaining experience because those types of missions are always on level. I do not wish to level too fast though, in general, since I'm planning to do basically all the regions and most of the quests and most of the deeds in general. I'll be quite over leveled to begin with. And that's another reason why not to do the repeatable missions more than once, unless I really need it for some reason. We shall see. Ooh, my bag is full. That hasn't happened in a while. Okay. 13 out of 16. There are more here. Okay. Pretty straightforward stuff. 15 out of 16, good. This area is pretty compact, so finding all the wolf keepers is not a problem. Okay, now we need to find the scout though. That's an interesting little mechanic where we have to find the scout at the end of each mission. Oh, okay, over there. So if this area was larger, it might be a little tricky to find the scout. Okay. With the wolf keepers defeated, we have lessened the enemies who stand against us. Good work, let us return. And now it's an elf who is scouting. Interesting. Okay, nice. Now let's go back here.
Is there something I can do for you?
It is good to deprive these men of even more tools to set against us. Thank you for your efforts, Possible. You are welcome. Now, let's send a bunch of...
Hello!
Hello! Let's sell you some stuff. I mean, really all the stuff. Don't need any of these. And then, let's see... we can sell you.
Fine day to you.
We can sell you this as well, that's fine. Now let's check on our time, guys. Okay, well, we can do one more mission, why not? Then we'll do the last one next time and continue with our other adventures. Probably deeds around here.
Could I take a moment of your time?
My scouts reported. You have a bunch of scouts. Based on what? Are you like a military man all of a sudden? That there are leaders among the brigands who trained them in the arts of battle. We had thought most of the men coming from the south were brutes or brigands out to make a living as highwaymen. Now we're not so certain. Yeah, some of them probably are influenced by the White Hand. Yes, given the size of the encampment, we knew that something was amiss, but we did not understand the organization of the force until now. Knowing what we know now, there is a grim answer and call that was made. We want to eliminate these leaders and break the will of these brigands. Perhaps it will provide us the challenge to strike at them before they become more of a threat. Not as many heads. We hope that by eliminating the leaders, we can weaken the resolve of the men from the south. Perhaps they will scatter without leadership. At least, we hope that they will fall to infighting and disarray, providing us a slight advantage over the enemy. And again, no twist. Okay, so here we are in Radlow, okay, the brigands' camp. Okay, so we have to defeat various brigands, basically. Alright, this is the beginning of the camp. The camp goes up this way. I assume we'll be able to find all of those guys within the walls. Okay, a lookout. The usual lag in the game is out. Okay. So brigands. Okay. 15 is enough. Okay, one more here. Okay. So that's fine. Now let's climb further up here. So yeah, this is a larger area, so who knows where the scout would appear if you're successful, of course. Now here's a lieutenant, so we need to defeat 2 of those. Pretty easy. And then a brigand captain. Okay. So just regular outlaws, lookouts. We need to defeat 2 more of those regular brigands, so to speak. But I'm mostly looking for the lieutenant and the brigand captain. Okay, well, I assume beside this stand there'll be another lieutenant. No, not really. Fine. You're more cozy than the rest of you, huh? What gives you the right to we have a fancy fire inside this fancy tent while the other brigands are outside, huh? I wonder. Some nepotism may be involved. Here's a lieutenant. Good. And here's the Captain Urgent. That's what we will get. That's for sure. Very good. So now we need to find the scouts. Okay. They, I guess, tend to appear not too far from us. Very well. A regular human this time as a scout. Now we shall wait and see if these brigands fall in on one another. Let us return. They probably will. Very well. That should do it.
What do you need?
A great effort and battle well fought. You have well earned your rewards, possible? Well, thank you. Alright guys, so next time we'll continue with the final 4th mission here. I'll double check if there are any other mission givers in Swan Fleet and we can do more missions. If not, then we'll continue with some deeds. Then ultimately we'll continue with the epic quest. Farewell until next time. Enjoy life and goodbye.